There are no sales of any kind associated with this video or channel. I do not sell firearms, firearm components, or offer any services. I'm not encouraging or advising anyone to build or modify firearms. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only.
Hey, what's up everyone? Until recently, I was buying Chile ejectors, but they stopped making them, which made me a sad panda. I really liked them because they fit the back of the slide pretty nicely. I wanted to find a replacement that hopefully I didn't need to machine or modify for a nice fit with the slide. All I had to do with the Chile ones is notch the post for the pin. I tried Dawson. I tried EGW extra long ejectors. I tried Fusion firearms, all with the same results. Unacceptable gaps at the rear of the slide like you see here. So I bought a Harrison Designs one. They're great, oversized only at the back for a nice fit with the rear of the slide, but they're kind of spendy. Atlas ejectors fit their slides pretty well, but if you know what's going on right now, mid-2026 with Atlas or Perfect Zero, as they've rebranded their parts, they're having a lot of trouble keeping things in stock. So I settled on the EGW oversized ejector, and I have to machine them to size. I thought I would quickly share the solution I came up with for this. Let's get into it. I designed and machined myself a jig for this. I machined this out of some 1 3/8 cold rolled square stock that I had laying around. I squared it up in the mill and cut reliefs on either side of the rail where the ejectors sit. And then I drilled and reamed some holes for the two posts. Yep, there's an extra set of holes. And this is because I was looking at the ejector upside down and offset the post holes in my model the wrong way. It happens to the best of us. So I offset from my first post holes and just made another set. There was plenty of room. I drilled and tapped a hole on the side for a set screw to hold the ejectors in place on this post right here. It just clamps up against the side of them. And now I can machine 4 of these ejectors at a time. I made myself a 3D model of the oversized ejector and then used extrusions to bring it down to size in the same way I would be machining it in the jig. I used the Chile ejectors I have as a reference for the finished side. I made a drawing of this and dimensioned it and numbered the operations in the order I thought I would do them when machining. I mounted my ejectors. I only needed to do 3 at the time. I tightened up the set screws, put it in my vise, and started machining. I followed the operations I laid out on my drawing. I did all the machining with a 1/4 inch square end mill. I narrowed the ejectors by running a pass along the sides. And then I cut the hammer relief into them one at a time. Then I narrowed the top of them, which creates the square notch on the outboard side. And then after that, I dropped my end mill down and removed the remaining material on the outboard side of the tip. After this, I cut the tip to length. It went pretty well, took 30 minutes, so I guess call it 10 minutes per ejector. As I went through this, I realized that there were some different ways I should have dimensioned things, and also the order of operations wasn't quite right. So I marked up my drawing and went back and corrected it afterwards. When I machined the tip to length last, it was narrow, and so it liked to vibrate and chatter. So in the future, I'll cut the tip to length first when it's wider, then do the rest of the ops. I cleaned them up, broke edges, smoothed them out, then buffed them down and treated them with black oxide, put them in a bag with some oil and put them in my parts bin. Now these are ready to use. Clean up and black oxide took maybe another 10 minutes per ejector. So here is what I started with, and here's what they look like when they're done. Ready to be installed, have the notch cut on the post. The tip will likely need to be shortened a little more. I left them long on purpose. they will also need to be blended into the back of the slide. I'm pretty pleased with the results for, 20 minutes-ish per ejector. That's all I got for this one. Let me know your thoughts, or which ejectors you buy and how you fit them. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.